Alright, now let's take a look at that beautiful head sculpt. Damn, that is so accurate. It looks fine. Silver's looking great. He's got that awesome paint in his eyes. They give him a nice clear translucent paint. It's not just plastic. You can tell they actually painted the eyes with a clear paint. And they put the nice little detailings with the black on the sides of the, I guess it's cheeks? I don't know. I did have to do a little bit of my own paint. I did do some of my own paint. The silver on his mask was fine, but when it got to the top around the edges where I guess the eyes meet with the mask, the faceplate, it there was just a teeny tiny bit like it got sprayed over, but it didn't reach the tippity top. So I got a little hand brush, added it in. It made a world of difference, and it looks fantastic. Like, you guys probably can't even tell that there was no paint there. It all needed was a tiny bit, and I managed to get it without messing up, and I'm very happy about it. I actually went over them a bit with some silver paint. There were some little, I don't know if it was me or if it came out of the box like that, but there was some little silver slivers, I guess we'll call them, little meshes that I just patched up, and now it looks fantastic. Even did some red on the shoulders, as you see on the right shoulder. You can see it right now. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't perfect, and so I added a little bit more red paint. Luckily, I have the same red and silver paints, or else it would have been probably not that great, but I'm very lucky that I had those. But yeah, you can see, very nice. His head looks amazing. It looks like the Decepticon logo, like it's supposed to. He is just rocking it. Now, let's go over the articulation. He's got quite a bit of it. You can extend his legs out all the way, as you see, and his arm. Both his legs and arms do go out a complete 90, so that's really awesome. And you can bring his leg up like that. You can see from the side, just on that little, I guess, peg and ratchet and ball all mixed up in here, you can do it. So bring it down. Has a knee bend as well, as you see. Very good knee bend, very nice. Has a bit of a swivel, as you can see. You can bring it out. I believe that's due to transformation, but it's there. You can only bring it back about one click, as you can see. It doesn't go very much. Not much to work with there, but doesn't need to go back. Like I said before, Soundwave doesn't do any crazy poses, so don't really care. And for his arms, as you can see, the way it comes out, it kind of just, I don't even know what you call that. And for his arms, as you can see, they do come out with some nice molded detailing there. So it's really nice that they have something. It's not like his arms just hanging off. There is a little bit of gadgetry going on. And you can go ahead and swivel it at the bicep. So you can see, complete 360. You can swivel at the shoulders, or you can rotate it at the shoulder 360. Can bend at the elbow, complete 180. I mean, not exactly 180, but you know what I'm trying to say. More than 90. You can't bring it back at the elbow. As you can see, it doesn't go back. So you can rotate the whole hand, the wrist, as you see. It's exactly like Optimus's. You can bend his pinky, middle, and ring finger as one giant chunk, and then his pointer finger is on its own little joint, and it's got two separate joints for the curling effect and the straight to have it point. My one complaint is that it pops off very easily. As you can see, I just popped it off. Very easy. It's easy to get it on, but my Optimus does that as well. And of course, there is waist swivel 360. No problem with that. You can get it any way you want. He does have some foot movement due to transformation. As you can see, you can bring it out. Got a weird kind of a hinge right there. So it's got that also, some ankle movement. And of course, 360 on the head, as well as you can bring his head, well, if you do too much it'll pop it out, but you can bring his head to look up. You can bring his head to look down, like he's looking down at his minions. So I thought that was a nice little touch. Very nice. Tons of articulation on this guy. And his shoulder cannon has some articulation as well. As you can see, you could just bring it up like that. and there actually is a hinge. It's a very sturdy hinge, as you can see. He does have a double hinge, one right here, and then one connected also up here. That's where you can bring it up. So you can give it some height if you'd like. Bring it down. We can have it this standard, and there's also swivel. So you can have it face any direction you want. So you bring it down. Like I said, this is a very tight connection. There you go. Bring it like that. So you actually can have him look into like the distance, and he'll point his gun with it. So that's cool. It's not like he's just looking straight. He can also turn his head and the gun. So I really like that little bit of detailing that they added with the articulation for the gun. Here's a comparison with the MP-10 Optimus Prime, or the Masterpiece Optimus Prime. And Optimus is bigger. I was kind of expecting them to be the same height, but I don't mind. Optimus is supposed to have a giant presence, so he should pretty much be the same size as Megatron. They should be the only two tall characters. So I thought that, I guess that does work out. If they ever do make a Megatron new masterpiece of Megatron, then I imagine he'll be as big as Optimus and taller than Soundwave. But I am not going to expect any masterpiece Megatrons anytime soon. Not within the next year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3. Maybe in 3 years I could see it. Not within the next year or two. Takara, maybe I could see, like, if at all, Takara would have to make it. Not a chance there's going to be a Hasbro release of a Masterpiece Megatron. There's no way. Galvatron, fine, that's fine. But they're not going to get, there's no way they're going to get away with making a realistic looking gun and sell it at Toys R Us or anything. That's just not happening. So, if anything, we'd have to hope for Takara making it. But, not going to hold my breath still. So, we'll see how it goes. But, yeah. Still, good comparison.